American woman named Virginia Hall. Hall began her career as a secret agent working for the British, organizing highly valuable resistance networks in France. Known as the Limping Lady because of her wooden leg, Hall's cover as a reporter for the New York Post was eventually blown, forcing her to flee to Spain. Undaunted, she later returned to France, this time working for the American OSS as a radio operator. Now well known and despised by the Nazis, Hall managed to evade the Gestapo by disguising herself as an old peasant woman, painstakingly learning to conceal her limp. Virginia continued her espionage, collecting and passing on valuable intelligence, as well as training and leading resistance groups. After the war, Virginia Hall became the first woman and the first civilian to receive the Distinguished Service Cross.
At certain times each year, the pace of donations to the Armed Services Blood Program can slow down. Like during holidays, when service members who normally help keep the blood supply well stocked might be on vacation, or when deployments and TDYs might take people away from their normal routines and make donating blood less convenient. So please give blood whenever you can at your medical treatment facility.
Maybe he didn't use the right mailing address. Maybe he forgot to include his return address. From the name, street, city, and zip code in the mailing address to the zip code in the return address, information on your letter needs to be correct and complete. And don't forget the country code. Complete and correct addresses keep your mail going the right way.
Okay, class. Now, family, the movers will be here soon. Do we have everything we want to carry with us?
Ah!
Wednesday. Will you be bringing your spider collection or leaving them for the new residents to enjoy?
I'm bringing them, Mother.
Then gather them up, dear. Gomez, mi amor.
Yes, my sweet.
Is this Uncle Fester's?
Why, of course. I'd recognize those little dimples anywhere.
The announcer, madam.
Remember, when you PCS, you need to hand carry your military, medical, and other important papers with you during the move. And small valuables and sentimental items should always be hand carried.
I guess this is sentimental. Thing. Take this, please.
That's not exactly what I meant. Well, you get the idea.
Thanks. I spent years in this precinct, and what still works today is something I learned my first day on the job. A good investigation begins with the 5 W's. Who, what, when, where, and why. The same thing goes for the military. If you suspect a case of fraud, waste, or abuse, using the 5 W's just might give the DOD the break they're looking for. You don't need to know all the answers. Who does? But if you can tell someone exactly who's involved, what the problem is, when it occurred, where it happened, and why you think it's a case of misconduct, that'd be a big help to government investigators. I never know what piece of evidence will be important, and neither do you. So use the proper chain of command or the DOD hotline and tell them what you know. Somebody may be counting on you.
Steve Martin and Bonnie Hunt in the comedy remake Cheaper by the Dozen.
12 kids later and we still got the heat.
Woo! And Ewan McGregor in the comedy Big Fish. Thumbs up or thumbs down?
Next, Ebert and Roper. Spectrum.
It's my birthday. Oh, it's so pretty. Oh, I told you, don't be bringing that weak stuff in here. Yeah. Who's the man? Who's the man?
Exercised lately?
In 1950, after a brilliant military career that spanned the world, Dwight D. Eisenhower bought this farmhouse, 189 acres in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. It was to be the only house he and his wife Mamie ever owned. As his career shifted to politics, the Eisenhower Farm became a secondary White House and later a place to retire. The living room contains items collected from all over the world, including a marble fireplace mantel used in the White House during the Lincoln presidency, a gift from the White House staff on the occasion of the Eisenhower's anniversary. The office also features another memento from Pennsylvania Avenue, a desk made of floorboards recovered during a restoration of the White House. But the Eisenhower's favorite spot was the glassed-in porch, where they relaxed and entertained family, friends, and world leaders. The Eisenhower Farm, home to an American president.
Give me a fish, and you'll feed me for a day. Teach me to fish, and you'll feed me for a lifetime.
Through Volunteers of America, you can help change lives in your community. Find out what you can do. Give us a call.
The AFRTS News Center presents The Leaders. On this special edition, a holiday message from the Chief of Naval Operations, Admiral Vern Clark. Admiral Clark says he is grateful for the privilege to serve alongside the men and women of our nation.
Well, what I want to make sure that our people in every branch of the services understand is that we are grateful for what they are doing and how they are representing our nation in service to the country. And we're not only grateful, we hold them in high regard and respect for what they are accomplishing. I hope that they have a very happy, joyous, rewarding, and satisfying holiday season as they serve our nation in the far corners of this earth.
This has been The Leaders.
My grandma's at her house in Nebraska. One time she needed an operation. She needed my mommy to come and help her get all better.
I really did need to be there. I went straight to my supervisor, who really expedited the process with the Service Relief and Aid Society. They helped me and my daughter to travel home.
The Service Relief and Aid Societies are there for you, and often your supervisor can make it easier to obtain the assistance they offer.
Feeling nervous? A little irritable? Bet you quit smoking, huh? Why not get some exercise? Or have a snack? Or just take a nap and rest? You could chew some gum. Maybe call a friend. Or try meditating. Sure, you could sit around and fret over your nicotine withdrawal symptoms, but you've got better things to do.
You're watching 2020. Next, Saturday Today. Later, Wall Street Journal. On the AFN News Channel, keeping you informed.
If you have questions about Operation Iraqi Freedom, R&R, visit the R&R link on the USRA website. You'll find answers to the most frequently asked questions. If you can't find the answer to your specific R&R related question, click on the Contact Info link and send your question to an R&R representative. The USRA website is www.hqusra.army.mil.
When we walked up there, I saw the most horrible thing that a person has ever seen. His bone came through his pants. I can't get these pictures out of my head. I had to drive away from the accident, seeing what I saw, and knowing that that could happen to me on the way home. 3 soldiers died. A lot of people take life for granted until it's in front of you, and it's not there no more.
A message from U.S. Army 5th Corps. Please drive carefully.
Life.
liberty and the pursuit of all who threaten it. Navy, accelerate your life. Call 1-800-USA-NAVY.
Just doing a little commissary shopping, not for groceries, for gift certificates. Order online or by phone, by regular mail or fax. Have them shipped straight to the recipient if you'd like, even have them gift wrapped. They're a thoughtful gift for any occasion, from welcome to the neighborhood, to baby shower, to helping the kids stretch that modest military pay. And of course, for any holiday. Commissary gift certificates. Almost everyone can use the gift of groceries.
Achievements of the modern age. We've come so far.
I have a dream. It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
And we have so far to go.
What does it take to cover the world? Someone like Peter Jennings on World News Tonight, Tuesday through Saturday, 1 a.m. CET, 9 a.m. Japan, Korea. AFN News.
When 2020 returns, it's Christmas every day in this town, where needy residents receive free health care, and it doesn't cost taxpayers a penny.
God bless each and every one of you.
Washington, are you listening? Next.
Hey, I got some info you might need next time you want to send a letter to a German address.
If it's underannounced, all you need is regular postage.
Letters can only be sent from a German APO, so that means your APO address will be your return address. And while I'm talking about letters to German addresses, would you mind writing Germany on it, right below the zip code and city name? You can always get more information from your community post office. See you later.
Helpful hints for parents from USAFE Services.
Parent involvement is a key element of quality child care. Take part in your child's care. Record yourself on tape reading a story. Eat lunch or breakfast with your child, or spend a few minutes at departure time playing on the playground.
USAFE Services Helpful Hints for Parents. USAFE Services. Caring is what we do best.
This holiday season, many USAFE warriors are forward deployed in maintaining peace and giving hope to people throughout the world. Military service requires sacrifice, and while not everyone can be with their families this time of year, you can rely on your Air Force family.
Take the time to relax and spend a moment with your families, but also remember those whose family and friends are deployed.
From our family to yours, happy holidays and a great new year.
This is the time of year.
This has been a year of giving.
But God, let us be a friend to the hurting.
This has been a year of hope.
Spirit revealed in us.
You've given the gift of liberty.
That we may show your hope to the world.
And we pray for the gift of peace. On behalf of every unit ministry team in Europe, we wish you a blessed holiday season.
The News with Brian Williams. Interviews and reports from around the world. Tuesday through Saturday, 4 a.m. CET, 12 noon Japan, Korea. AFN News.
The military issues specialized tools to help you do your job more efficiently. Some may be critical to helping you perform your duties. Some may be specialized for your particular job. The military also gives you training on how to maintain and use these tools responsibly. It's the same way with your travel charge card. Your government-sponsored travel charge card is another tool to help you perform your job. Non-official use is strictly prohibited.
With all the paperwork we deal with every day, it makes sense to know which documents we should hang on to and which to discard. Training certificates and copies of medical records should be kept indefinitely, while documents such as tax records and receipts should be kept for 3 years or longer depending on your tax situation. Outdated recall rosters or expired leave requests can be thrown away once they've served their purpose. Knowing which documents to save and for how long can keep you from drowning in paperwork.
This whole drugs and terror thing, I mean, it's a very complicated issue.
Complicated issue?
Complicated. Very complicated.
No drug buyers, no drug money, no drug money, no drug dealers, no drug dealers, no drug murders, shootings, bribery, corruption.
Not that complicated.
New Hampshire is our 44th largest state and is located in New England. It is bordered by Canada, Maine, the Atlantic Ocean, Massachusetts, and Vermont. 85% of New Hampshire is covered by forests. The northern third is home to the rugged White Mountains. Here, Mount Washington rises to more than 6,200 feet. The region south of the White Mountains is known as the New England Upland and includes low mountain ranges and fertile river valleys. In southern New Hampshire, interesting rock formations known as monadnocks dot the landscape. A monadnock is the hard rock core of a mountain stripped bare by erosion. New Hampshire is also known for its abundance of water, including some 1,300 lakes and more than 40,000 miles of rivers, many of which feature cascading rapids and plunging waterfalls. New Hampshire, a unique part of the American landscape.
You're watching 2020. Next, Saturday Today. Later, Wall Street Journal on the AFN News Channel, keeping you informed.
Turn to the CBS Evening News with Dan Rather for the most experienced team of reporters and correspondents in broadcast journalism. Experience you can trust.
The CBS Evening News is on AFN News.